So I just finished watching season 2, episode 1 of Call of the Night. And now I know this is a very popular anime. First of all, very, very beautiful, continues to be very, very stunningly beautiful with their depictions of nighttime in the cityscape and things of that nature. Character designs, same as last season, but still love them. I do think they're very, very, wouldn't say unique, but very nice for the style that they're going for. Now, one thing I will say, I am not as high on the storyline as I feel like a lot of people are, but just off of this one episode that we've gotten from this season so far, I'd put this up there as the top of Call of Night. I loved how they started out with the teasing because at the end of last season we found out that we only have a year for Ko to fall in love with Nazuna, putting a big timer on this. And I love how the vampire cabal essentially is getting involved and also gossiping like girls love to gossip. I mean, I love to gossip. I think we all do. But I love getting that. I thought it was adorable. I love Nazuna getting pulled away and getting lectured on her own, dressing differently, trying to find ways for Ko to fall in love with her. Not because she wants to fall in love with him, but because she wants to give him the ability to become a vampire. Now, I do think that the whole concept of them being in or him being a middle schooler and her looking like a middle schooler despite being, I think, like 40 years old. I've never been a big fan of that. It does kind of weird me out, especially in this episode where they're talking again about copulation and sexual desire and things of that nature at such a young age. I'm not a big fan of this. I know Japan is a different culture. Stop with that conversation. It is still weird. Other than that, though, I do think that the direction that they're going with this season could be very interesting and could bump Call of the Night up a little bit for me, but that is yet to be seen. I one last thing I want to say, I am not a I am not as big of a fan of this opener as I was for season 1. I genuinely think season 1 opener was a absolute banger. This one I'm not as high on. I don't hate it, but it's not one I'm going to be adding to my playlist anytime soon. I know I'm probably going to get some flack for that. I know a lot of people loved it. That's just my thoughts, but let me know your thoughts in the comment on the opener, the episode as a whole. Drop a like, drop a follow. I'll be covering this show weekly, letting you know my thoughts as we go, as well as a lot of other anime releasing this season, including other romance anime. So yeah, follow me along for this journey.